Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited today for two reasons. First of all, it is the first day of my retirement and I really wanted to do a video today to mark the start of a new chapter in my life. So that's what I'm going to do. So what I did earlier, you may have seen, is I did a live. I'm going to have to compete with this in the background because he's playing Fortnite. He's got his headphones on, so please bear with me. Okay, I hope it doesn't disturb you too much, but he loves playing his game. So anyway, right. So I put a live out. I also put on Instagram and Facebook, and I asked people to pick my makeup today, and they have. And I'm really excited about what they've chosen. So let me run through what everyone has chosen. So first of all, now you'll have to excuse me because I'm not going to remember all the names. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to give anyone a shout out. I'll do it in the description bar, I think, rather than miss somebody out. But what I can remember of products, I've got this mind that can remember product names.
Same.
Although not shades, I can remember birthdays and dates. It's something to do with having a musical brain, but names, just even people I've known for years. So instead of trying to catch myself out, I'm not, and also I am in a lot of pain today because I went out after work just for a bit of a goodbye do. Wasn't that long, but it doesn't matter. If I do something after work, it always wipes me out. So, yeah, that's me. So, I'm in the mood for some makeup, and this is what people have chosen. So we've had the choices that came in were Magic Foundation and Flawless Filter as my base. I didn't ask about concealer, so I'm going to use Bye Bye Under Eye, and I'll show you the things that I've kind of put in between. Then I had something purple, smoky eye for somebody that said they struggle with a smoky eye, so I'm going to try and do something that's easy to do. Then I had Bitch Perfect lipstick. Then I had cream and lilac highlighter.
I have a launch pad.
I don't have a lilac highlighter, but you know that I can improvise. And then finally I had the choice of a Huda blush. So let's get going with this look. I can't wait. It's so exciting knowing that you've chosen my look today. All right. Okay, so first I'm going in with Flawless Filter. Now this is in tan and it is a bit dark for me. It might not be too bad at the moment because I have got quite a bit of a tan. But I'm going to be putting Magic Foundation in shade 5 over the top, which is too pale. I could have mixed them together, but I've been asked to use it as a primer. So I'm going to show you how I use it as a primer. And it will do the same thing. It will mix the two together. So it's going to make me look quite tanned and quite glowy. Okay?
I'm not.
And I'm in the mood for makeup. I'm not in the mood for subtle. Okay?
Can I have the P90?
As Nikki Tutorials says on her videos, if you've come here looking for subtle, you're in the wrong place. And today, I can do subtle. I do subtle a lot more than Nikki Tutorials. But today, I'm not in the mood for subtle.
And we can do this again.
Glowy? Yes. Subtle? No.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Today is new chapter face.
Hey, people are insulting. I'm just gonna hide in the trees.
Okay, now you can see that gives me quite a bit of a glow. And actually, it doesn't look too bad a match. And then next we're going to go in with Magic Foundation. I'm just going to give the bottle a shake and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It's finally started to rain in the UK and it really needed to rain. because it's really humid heat today. I don't mind dry heat. We had lovely dry heat at the weekend and it was really lovely. But I can't do humid, especially when I'm in pain. So you can see this is a bit on the pale side for me, but when it mixes in with that primer underneath, it's okay.
I'm sorry, Pump. I need one more submachine kill. Psych, I can get it later.
So if anyone doesn't know what Fortnite is, you're going to learn from hearing my background of my videos in the summer holidays.
Plus we get materials for the launch pad doing this.
I kind of had this way of switching off, so I still couldn't tell you much about the game.
Fast as a slug. It actually is.
Now what I do for the hyperpigmentation is I just take a little bit more, and as you've probably seen me do before,
Wait a minute, I'm pretty sure
I
saw someone
stipple it on, and that gives me a bit of extra cover.
Wow,
And Magic Foundation, by the way, is supposed to be very good for hyperpigmentation if you use it regularly, because it has vitamin C, and I mean, this is what they say, that used over time it will decrease the look of hyperpigmentation. I don't know, because I mix and match between my foundations.
Oh my gosh, a blue pump.
There was a point that I was using it every day when I first got Magic Foundation. But you know me, I get bored and I like to try new things. So I do mix and match and rotate my makeup, which is why I can get away with having so many products. You really don't need a lot of products, but if you get bored, you can, if you're rotating them, you can kind of get away with it. I'm just putting a little bit over my eyes.
Sorry, I just needed to get the pump.
Okay, and so next I'm going to use Bye Bye Under Eye.
Sorry, man, I can't
Okay,
give
so
you any
I hope retirement will give me a bit of a Bye Bye Under Eye. Okay, I'll be right back.
Me to long file with
Okay, so now I'm going to use Bye Bye Under Eye.
No, I ran at them.
Okay, so we have Bye Bye Under Eye. This is very, very thick, but you don't need a lot of it. Literally, that is all you need. So it's going to last you forever. There's 8 mils in here. Again, I got this on QVC and it came with the brush. And it is got so much pigment in it that you really don't need a lot at all.
Okay,
and I've still got that much left. So I tend to put it on with the flat side of the brush. Like that, and then I go over it with the fluffy side to blend it in.
Expert. Even if we don't go tilted, it will still be as dangerous as tilted. It will be like tilted.
See the difference? Okay, so let's do the other side. Do you see where I've got a little bit of a bag there and how I avoided going on top of that? And so as not to accentuate it. That's kind of what I've seen Wayne Goss doing that. I'm not quite following his strict rule on it, but instead of going over it, I concentrated on going round it, and then I put my sweaty finger on just the bit that I want to cover up. Well done. This is what I like you to see it as it is, so I'll just go over that with a bit of this.
Naughty. Bad loop, bad loop, bad loop.
Okay, I'm just going to get a tissue and I'm going to blot that, as you've seen me do before, which is another goss tip. Hold on one sec. Okay, blotting done, and I'm now going in with my Becca under eye setting powder.
That was the default in there. That was the default with you.
And I always pat this. Rather than swipe.
I'm letting Lloyd get my new shot.
And then I am going to do the rest of my face with the Becca Hydra Mist setting powder, just because it's really cooling in this weather. Okay, I'm just going to get my brush. Okay, this is the Hydra Mist setting powder, which I'm not going to sweep over my entire face today, just down the centre.
What?
Because I like a dewy look. This doesn't actually feel very cooling anymore. I wonder if the air's got to it. It feels like the water's come out of it.
Get my green A or then.
Oh well. It does say keep me cool, keep me closed, and it was closed. But it doesn't feel like it's melting on the skin in the same way.
It's boring to spectate.
Possibly because of the heat. But that's when you need it, so not impressed there, Becca. Because that's the whole point of it. To be cooling.
I know, I'm just saying it's boring.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm gonna leave. You just told me to leave.
Right, and that's the powder. And next I'm going to move on to my brows. Okay, today I'm going to use the iconic brow cushion just for a change. So this is, if you haven't seen this before, it is like a cushion foundation, but it's for the brows. And you'll see, I don't know if you can see in this light. Jack, can you please try and keep your voice down, darling? Thank you. You can see that there's two shades. So there's a dark and a lighter shade, and then you've got your little travel brush, which is a really good brush actually, in the side. So I use this side to brush up my brows, and then I use this side to fill in my brows. So I'm going to take the... I just mix the two together actually, and I'm just going to take that.
I said power slide.
And outline my brows. Sorry guys, if you saw my lips moving then, it's because I was having a chat with Jack while it was muted and I was rushing through that. Okay, now, so that's, I do love this. It's very controllable, and you can make hair like strokes. Okay guys, I'll get a Q-tip and I'll be right back. Okay, cleaned up and brows done. And next I'm going to move on to my eyes. I'll go off camera and I'm going to curl my eyelashes before I start. Okay, now the reason that I did my lashes first is to stop it disturbing my eyeshadow. I'm not going to put on an eye primer today because I don't need it. Now, what I was asked for was a smoky eye, and the person that asked me for this said that they struggle with smoky eyes and getting the look right. So I thought, okay, easy smoky eye has got to be colour chameleon and also something purple. So today I'm going to use amethyst aphrodisiac. Okay.
Yes.
And literally all you do is scribble it on. And then blend it out with your fingers. The easiest smoky eye in the world. And you can build it up, the intensity, as much as you like. Okay? The only thing to remember with these pencils is to blend quickly. Don't go on to the next eye and then come back to blend because they set quite quickly. Okay? Okay, and then I'm going to line under the eyes with it. And actually just using the Q-tip that I used to clean up that brow.
I'm on 25 health, man.
I'm just going to smoke it out with that. This is a Q-tip that is for cosmetics. So it's got a flat end and it's got a pointed end. Okay, now I was asked to use, as I told you, a lilac highlighter in this look, lilac and cream highlighter. So I thought it would be good to have a kind of suggestion of lilac going on in my eye look. And therefore I'm going to use a lilac pigment called Kitchmas by MAC. And that will stick really well to the colour chameleon. Now, I probably, thinking about it, should have waited to do my concealer because this could potentially go everywhere. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tissue under my eyes to stop any fallout because these do really potentially fall out when you're putting them on, okay? And I'm using a small flat brush to put it on with. And what I am going to blend that in, guys, but just to give a little accent underneath, just in the centre. Just what's left on the brush. Just to give a little hint of it underneath. Now, obviously, I need to blend that. I'm just going to get myself a blending brush. Okay, so let's start blending. And then just to bring it all together, I'm just going to do a halo over the top with this colour Chameleon. The same colour that I used on the lids, and then just blend away with my fingers. Just going to put a little bit down here just to blend it in a bit more. It doesn't look like there's any harsh lines. Okay, I'm going to line my eyes next. And in order to line my eyes, I'm going to just do a black liner. Now today I'm using Marc Jacobs black gel liner, which is very, very good. And I'm going to use that all the way along. And then I'm going to tight line. And I'm going to run a slight bit under here.
I killed this guy.
Make sure you join.
When I shot that guy with the drum gun.
Make sure you join the two lines up, okay?
Hey, Lloyd, stand over here. There's a trap here.
Okay, so next I'm going to be using this infallible eyeliner, which I love these. They're by L'Oreal, and I've got a blue one. And I wore this yesterday actually, and it really lasts all day. So, you know, a drugstore doesn't necessarily mean not good quality. And I prefer these to some of my other ones for using in the lower tight line. So I'm just going to use this, and it's purple again, but a slightly different shade of purple. Okay, and then I'm going to use my MAC upward lash, and I'll do that off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've put my mascara on. I'm just looking at it and it looks fine, but I just feel like I'm missing a bit of a transition shade. Now, as I've been asked for Bitch Perfect lipstick, and Bitch Perfect goes with Uptown Girl, I thought I'd put a little bit of this smoke shade, a tiny bit, just into the crease.
I got two.
Like so. And sweep that up just a little bit, not too much.
Oh, I got my reward, SMG eliminations. Oh, I forgot about that.
Again, just mattifying this outer corner where I have the hood.
I've got to eliminate 5 more opponents.
You see that? It just makes it look like there's more of a transition into the eyeshadow. And again, I'm literally just tapping the brush twice onto the eyeshadow and then windscreen wiper.
That was a good.
That's better. And then I'm going to finish off.
Got what in?
I will use the other side of this Q-tip. We're just pressing some of the prime shade here onto my brow to just highlight the top of the brow there, like so. Okay, and that's my eyes done. Okay, so next up we are going to do the face products.
Yeah, we're pretty much
Now I
going
have
to
had
the same
2
places.
requests. So Huda, I've had 3 requests. Huda, pink,
No, the guy's going.
and then I've had cream and lilac blush.
You dead, bro.
This is going to be fun. I don't think I've ever used a lilac
I
blush.
told you, default. You dead.
Not a lilac blush, lilac highlighter. So pink, Huda,
Thank you.
cream and highlighter. Cream
I'm not-
and
I'm
lilac
not-
highlighter. Okay? So
And I killed him.
here we go. Now I have found a Huda palette. I'm just going to get it. I have 2 palettes. I've got Golden Sands and I've got Bronze Sands. And I'm going to use Golden Sands because it has got a cream highlighter in it. Like so. And
Write it
that's
down.
what I was asked. It also has a
Ray,
pink
put out
blush.
him, I'm trapped.
And it's got a bronzer. So I thought I would do
I was
my
trapped.
entire face with this. And
Trapped, man.
at the last minute I'm going to
It's
put a
fine,
bit
I'm
of
here,
hint
I'm
of
here,
lilac
right.
and I will
Why
show
not
you
keep on going in
how I
different
do
places?
that. I'm a bit scared. Anyway,
Expo, I'm
we
coming,
shall
I'm
see
coming,
how
Expo.
this works.
And I'm alone. Damn
So
it.
first of all, I'm going to go in with the prep cream and I'm going to dab that onto my cheek area, which will give me the cream. Sort of golden cream. And this will prep my face
Yeah.
ready for
Okay, how many
the
kills
face
did you guys
products. Thank you, Elizabeth, for telling me that this needs to be applied with fingers. This makes so much more sense than applying it with the brush. Just put it further down there. Now, who just says to use this as a sculpt? And I just think it's so shimmery. I don't understand why you'd use something shimmery as a sculpt, but I'll have a go. As we're being bold today, why not? Okay, so with Charlotte's powder and sculpt brush,
Okay. Should we go somewhere different this round?
if you don't try, you'll never know. And there is
Yeah,
a
let's
bit
go
of
for that.
sparkle, a little, I say sparkle, shimmer, I should say, in Charlotte's Film Star Bronze and Glow, but not to this extent. Okay, so next with a blush brush, which I shall get, I'm going to use
Wait, sculpture.
blush shade.
Like the
One
only
second,
people-
I'll get my blush.
Kind of
Okay,
little
I've got
brushes
Charlotte's
always-
blush brush, and I'm going to use that on my cheeks. And the
Wait, why
shade
do
is
you always
called
get
Zanzibar
fast?
from the Golden Sands Huda palette. Okay, and then lastly we're going to go on with the cream highlighter, which is called Seychelles. Sort of creamy gold. No, it's cream. And use that as a highlighter. And now for the bit that you've all been waiting for, because I was asked for a lilac highlighter, and this is where it could all go wrong. But I'm not going to try it out off air. If I muck it up, then I muck it up.
You said you wanted to get killed.
I'm just taking a tiny bit of the pigment that I used on my eyes, and
what skin is he?
with the powder and sculpt brush over that cream, I'm going to do a little accent
I don't see him.
of lilac.
He's upstairs.
A little accent, she said, and it goes on like that. Don't worry, I will blend it in. I knew it was bound to do that because it's a pigment, and it's difficult to be subtle with pigment.
What the hell?
Okay, so if I go back now with my blush brush, I can soften that up a bit. And what I can do with the remnants of what is left,
Wait no, I didn't get banned.
with my little
Just logged out
pinky,
randomly. Guys, just wait for me.
is put some in the inner corner.
Oh, crap.
Not too scary.
Are you calling him Octopus Man? You know his name.
I've got more on one side than the other.
You called him your name.
Alright, so we're nearly there. So the last thing is lipstick. Be right back. Okay, so I've been asked for Bitch Perfect, and the lip liner that goes with Bitch Perfect is Pink Venus. So we still got some pink. This lip liner is getting sort of halfway down, and I'm a bit worried that it's coming loose from inside, but hopefully it won't.
This is annoying.
And actually I'm going to fill in the lips with this. When you fill in the lips, it lasts longer. As you will have seen the other day in my wear test. And now, Bitch Perfect over the top.
Hey Mum, how do you like my new hairstyle?
Oh, very nice. Yeah. Lovely, darling. Really nice. It's very like Goku.
From Dragon Ball Evolution.
And over the top of that, just because I feel like it, and it's pink, and it goes with Bitch Perfect, is Sweet Stiletto, just in the middle. Now what I would like to do, just to finish off, because this is very, very glowy, just to contrast a little bit with the glowiness, and I didn't actually put any highlighter down the middle. So I'm going to put a little bit of highlighter down the middle. And then I'm going to take a matte bronzer, and I'm just going to bronze a little bit, and that should kind of counteract it a little bit with the very whoosh highlighter. Okay, 1 second, I'll get my bronzing brush. Okay, I'm going to use my IT bronzing brush, which is a matte shade, and this is going to just counteract a little bit.
Didn't get turned off. You do not want me to shout, otherwise I'll have to turn my PlayStation off.
Like so.
Stop.
And then, just because I'm
again.
really pale in comparison.
Stop
And that, guys, is today's look. Thank you so much for joining in and suggesting all the products today. I hope you like it. I will take a photo and I will upload, and I'll be uploading this evening. I don't know why I'm saying that, because you're going to be seeing it before I tell you. But I will be uploading this evening, and thank you so much. I've had such a lovely day, and also having you all involved in my makeup look. Take care. See you very soon. Bye bye.